So, picture this. You've got your snacks, you're all settled in on the couch, you grab the remote to fire up your favorite show, and bam. Nothing. No connection. That dreaded Wi-Fi error on your Fire Stick. It is one of the most frustrating modern-day problems, right? But don't you worry, we are going to fix it together.
And hey, if this is happening to you, you are definitely not alone. It's a super common issue. The good news? The fix is usually pretty simple. Okay, let's dive right in and get you back to streaming step by step.
All right, here's our game plan. First, we're going to figure out what's actually going on. Then, we'll try the quick and easy reboot fixes. If those don't cut it, we'll move on to forgetting the network. And finally, we've got a couple of last resort solutions. Let's get started.
Okay, first things first, we have to play detective for a minute. Before we start rebooting everything in sight, let's just check the connection status. This is a really crucial first step because it'll tell us if the problem is between the Fire Stick and your router, or between your router and the internet itself.
Okay, go ahead and grab your remote, head over to Settings on the home screen, and then click on Network. Now, find your Wi-Fi network in the list. But wait, don't select it, just highlight it, and then press the play/pause button. This screen that pops up is going to give us the key clue we need for our next steps.
Right, with that little bit of detective work done, we can move on to the two most reliable tricks in the book. This is the classic, have you tried turning it on and on again approach? And you know what? It works so often because it just clears out all those temporary glitches that can build up over time.
We're going to tackle two potential culprits here. First, let's try rebooting your router. Just unplug it from the wall, maybe wait about 30 seconds to be safe, and then plug it back in. This forces it to get a totally fresh connection. If that doesn't do the trick, let's restart the Fire Stick itself. For that, you go to Settings, then My Fire TV, and just hit Restart. This does a similar thing for the stick, clearing out any software weirdness.
Still no luck? No problem at all. Our next move is to make the Fire Stick completely forget it ever even knew your Wi-Fi network. Yeah, it sounds a little dramatic, I know, but this can solve some really stubborn issues by clearing out any old, corrupted connection info that might be saved on the device.
Okay, head back into those network settings and find your Wi-Fi again. This time, with it highlighted, press the menu button on your remote. The one with the three little lines. You'll see an option pop up to forget the network. Go ahead and select that to confirm. Then, just find your network in the list one more time, punch in your password, and try to connect. Oh, and make sure you have that Wi-Fi password handy.
But hang on. What if your network isn't even showing up in the list? Well, this can happen if you have what's called a hidden network, which just means its name isn't broadcasted out for security. No big deal. You'll just have to connect to it manually.
So from that network list, just scroll down and select Join Other Network. Now you'll need to know your network's exact name, that's the SSID, and type it in perfectly, case sensitive and everything. Then choose the right security type, which for most home networks is going to be WPA2. Enter your password, hit connect, and you should be good to go.
All right, if you're still with me, it means you're dealing with a particularly stubborn problem. We are now entering the last resort zone. These next two options are, well, they're a lot more heavy-duty, so let's approach them carefully. I just want to pause here for a sec. We're about to talk about updating software and a full factory reset. These are the big guns. They will almost certainly fix the problem, but one of them, it's got some major consequences, so deep breath.
Okay, we've got two paths. On the left, a software update. It's totally possible a bug in the current software is causing the Wi-Fi issue. The only catch? You'll probably need an Ethernet cable and an adapter to get the Fire Stick online to actually download the update. On the right, we have the nuclear option, a factory reset. This wipes the device completely clean and returns it to the state it was in when you first took it out of the box.
Let's be perfectly 100% clear. A factory reset will erase everything. All your apps, all your saved passwords, all your settings, gone. You'll have to set up your Fire Stick from scratch, just like the very first time. Only, and I mean only, do this if you have truly tried everything else.
But whether it was a simple little reboot or that full factory reset, you've made it to the other side. The connection is back, that little Wi-Fi icon is solid, and your shows are waiting. You did it.
And that's pretty much it. Your Fire Stick is back in business. So go on, sit back, relax, and enjoy the stream. You've definitely earned it after all that tech troubleshooting.
So that just leaves us with one final thought. We all have that one go-to trick for fussy tech, right? Whether it's the classic reboot or something a little more out there. What's yours? I'd love to know. Thanks for tuning in.